The Slave with Two Faces, an Allegory, by Mary Carolyn Davies. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Characters.
Life, read by Lambda.
First Girl, read by Lucy Perry.
Second Girl, read by Anastasia Saloha.
A Woman, read by Kristin G.
Man, read by Todd.
Young Man by Mary Kay.
Workman, read by Todd.
Old Man, read by Bev Stevens.
A Voice, read by Trisha G.
Another Voice by Mary Kay.
Third Voice, read by Abai.
Narrated by Janet. The scene is a wood through which runs a path. Wild rose bushes and other wood things border it. On opposite sides of the path stand two girls waiting. They have not looked at each other. The girls wear that useful sort of gown which, with the addition of a crown, makes a queen, without makes a peasant. The first girl wears a crown. The second carries one carelessly in her hand. First girl, looking across at the other.
For whom are you waiting?
I'm waiting for life.
I am waiting for life also.
They said that he would pass this way. Do you believe that he will pass this way?
He passes always.
Second girl, still breathing quickly.
I ran to meet life.
Are you not afraid of him?
Yes, that is why I ran to meet him.
First girl, to herself.
I too ran to meet him.
Ah, he is coming.
No, it is only the little quarrelling words of the leaves and the winds that are always urging them to go away.
The leaves do not go.
Some day they will go, and the wind knows. Why are you not wearing your crown?
Why should we wear crowns?
She places the crown upon her head.
Do you not know?
No.
That is all of wisdom, the wearing of crowns before the eyes of life.
I do not understand you.
Few understand wisdom, even those who need it most.
He's coming. I heard a sound.
It was only the sound of a petal, dreaming that it had fallen from the rose tree.
I have waited.
We all long for him. We cry out to him. When he comes, he hurts us, he tortures us, he kills us, unless we know the secret.
What is the secret?
That he is a slave. He pretends, but always he knows in his heart that he is a slave. Only of those who have learned his secret is he afraid.
Tell me more.
Over those who are afraid of him he is a tyrant. He obeys kings and queens.
Then that
is why we must never let him see us without our crowns.
How do you know these things?
They were told me by an old wise man who sits outside the gate of our town.
How did he know? Because he is one of those who are kings?
No, because he was one of those who are afraid.
Second girl, dreamily.
I have heard that life is very beautiful. Is he so? I have heard also that he is supremely ugly, that his mouth is white and grinning, that his eyes slant and his nostrils are thick. Is he so? Or is he very beautiful?
Perhaps you will see for yourself. Ah!
As life saunters into view at the farthest bend of the path. He walks like a conqueror, but there is something ugly in his appearance. Life sees the girls just as a sudden sun-ray catches the jewels of their crowns. He cringes and walks like a hunchback slave. He is beautiful now.
He has seen our crowns.
Ah!
Remember, you are only safe as long as you remain his master. Never forget that he is a slave and that you are a queen.
Second girl, to herself.
I must never let him see me without my crown.
Hush, he is coming.
He is very beautiful.
While he is a slave.
Second girl, not hearing.
He is very beautiful.
Life.
Life bows to the ground at her feet. Second girl, in delight.
Ah!
Life, I would have opals on a platter.
Life bows in assent.
Oh!
And pearls.
Life bows.
Ah!
And a little castle set within a hedge.
Life bows.
Yes!
I would have a fair prince to think tinkling words about me, and I would have a strawberry tart with little flutings in the crust. Go, see that these things are made ready for me.
Life bows in assent and turns to go.
Ah!
See? It is so that one must act. It is thus one must manage him. So, and not otherwise, it is done. Now, do you try.
She plucks a rose from a bush beside her and twirls it in her fingers.
Life!
Life kneels.
I have a wish for a gown of gold.
Life bows.
Yes.
And over his bowed head, the two laugh gaily at the ease of his subjection.
In the little garden where may walk and think of trumpets blowing.
Life bows.
It is a good rule.
First girl, calling slave back as he is leaving.
I have a wish for a grey steed.
Life bows.
Bring me a little page, too, with golden hair, and with a dimple.
Life acquiesces and starts to leave. First girl, calling him back with a gesture.
Life.
An important afterthought.
With 2 dimples.
And an amber necklace. Bring me an amber necklace.
First girl, tossing away the rose she has just plucked.
And a fresh rose.
Life bows, turns to obey. The two are convulsed with mirth at the adventure and its success.
Life.
Life halts.
What are you going to do?
Come here.
Life comes to her. With a quick movement, she snatches one of the gold chains from about his neck. Second girl, frightened.
How can you dare?
What you see, you must take.
She seizes his wrist and pulls from it a bracelet. Second girl, frightened.
Ah!
Go.
Exit Life.
But why?
He does not like beggars, Life. You see, he is a slave himself.
He is so beautiful.
Do not forget that he is your slave. This rosebush
Touches it.
is a queen who forgot.
Ah!
First girl, pointing to bones that seemed part of bushes along roadside.
Those are the bones of others who forgot.
But he is beautiful.
Only so long as you are his master.
But he is kind.
Only so long as you are not afraid of him.
But you snatched.
Life is the only person to whom one should be rude.
They hear sounds of moaning and cries, and a harsh voice menacing some unseen crowd.
What is that?
Come, we must not be seen.
Pulls her companion behind bush at side of stage.
What will be done to us?
Hush! If he should see you, he is always watching for the first sign of fear.
What is the first sign of fear?
It is a thought.
But can he see one's thoughts?
Only thoughts of fear.
If one hides them well even from oneself?
Even then. But words are more dangerous still. If we say we are afraid, we will be more afraid, because whatever we make into words makes itself into our bodies.
Voices off stage.
Oh, Master! Mercy, Master!
It spoils him, this cringing. It spoils a good servant, as long as he is kept in his place.
A man enters and kneels, looking at Life off stage in fear. First girl steals to man and says,
But he is only a slave. Do you not see that he is a slave?
How can you say that? Look at his terrible face. Who that has seen his face can doubt that he is a master, and a cruel one?
He cannot be a master unless you make him so.
What is this that you are saying? Is it true?
Yes, it is true. Even though it can be put into words, it is true.
Man starts to rise, sinks to knees again.
Yes, I see that it is true. But go away.
First girl, crouching behind bush again.
Ah!
Life crosses the stage, with a whip of many thongs driving a huddled throng of half-crouching men and women. They kneel and kiss his robe. His mouth is wide and grinning, his eyes slant, his nostrils are thick. He is hideous.
You, give me your ideals. 3 ideals? Is that all you have?
Life has robbed me of my ideals.
He robbed me too.
But I had so few.
When you have toiled to possess more, he will take those from you also.
Life to an old woman.
For 12 hours you shall toil at what you hate. For an hour you shall work at what you love, to keep the wound fresh, to make the torture keener.
Ah, pity! Do not be so cruel. Let me forget the work I love.
Dog, take what I give you. It is not by begging that you may win anything from me.
Give me a dream to strengthen my hands.
A little love to make the day less terrible.
Only rest, a little rest. Time to think of the sea and of grasses blowing in the wind.
Master!
Life lashes her with his whip. The woman screams. Life draws back from them and dances a mocking dance, dancing himself into greater fury. Laughing terribly, he lashes out at them. Several fall dead. He chokes a cripple with his hands. Finally, he drives them off the stage before him, several furtively dragging the bodies with them. Second girl, as the two emerge from their hiding place.
Oh, I wish never to see his face as they saw it.
You will not, unless you kneel. Never kneel, little queen.
I shall never kneel to life. I shall stand upright as you have taught me, and I shall say, "Bring me another necklace, life."
I must go now for a little while. I shall come back. Do not forget.
She goes out.
I shall say...
Life's voice is heard off stage. Second girl cowers. Life enters.
"Slave, I would have the chain with the red stone."
As Life submissively approaches, she snatches it from his neck.
"And this?"
Snatching at his hand and pulling the ring from a finger, the slave bows. She happens to look toward the spot where the bodies were, and shivers. Life, raising his head in time to see the look of horror. From this moment his aspect gradually changes until, from the slave, he becomes a tyrant.
Are you afraid of me?
No.
There are many who are afraid of me.
You are a slave.
There are many who are afraid.
You are only a slave.
A slave may become a master.
No.
I may become.
You are my slave.
If I were your master.
You are a slave.
If I were your master, I would be kind to you. You are beautiful.
Ah.
You are very beautiful.
It is my crown that makes me beautiful.
If you should take your crown from your head, you would still be beautiful.
That I will not do.
You are beautiful as the slight burning of the apple petal's cheek when the sun glances at the great flowers near it. You are beautiful as the little pool far in the forest which holds lily buds in its hands. You are beautiful.
Second girl, aside.
I think he wants me to be afraid, so I will say it. I have heard that men are like that. I am not afraid, but I will say it to please him.
Are you afraid of me?
Yes,
Are you afraid?
yes, I am afraid.
Ha! That pleases me.
Second girl, aside.
I knew that I would be able to please him. Whatever I make into words makes itself into my body, she said, like fear. But she does not know everything. It is impossible that she should know everything. And it is so pleasant to please him, and so easy. I am not afraid of him. I have only said that I am afraid.
Will not you take your crown from your head?
No.
There is nothing so beautiful as a woman's hair flying in the wind. I can see your hair beneath your crown. Your hair would be beautiful flying in the wind.
Second girl, removes crown.
'Tis only for a moment.
Yes, you are beautiful.
Second girl, to herself.
It may be that I was not wise.
You are like a new flower opening, and dazzling a passing bird with sudden color.
She said that I must not.
You are like the bird that passes. Your hair lifts like wings in the sun.
He has not harmed me.
Your crown is like jewels gathered from old galleons beneath the sea. May I see your crown?
Second girl, holds it out cautiously towards him, then changes her mind.
No.
Let me hold it in my fingers. I shall give it back to you.
No.
I shall give it back.
If you will surely give it back to me.
Life, takes crown.
But your hair is lovelier without a crown.
Flings it from him.
What have you done?
It was only in jest.
But you promised.
In jest.
But...
Ho ho! Laugh with me. What a jest!
Second girl, laughs, then shivers. Life, in high good humor with himself.
Dance for me. You are young. You are happy. Dance.
What shall my dance say?
That it is spring, and that there are brooks flowing, newly awakened and mad to be with the sea. That there is a white bud widening under the moon, and in a curtained room a young girl sleeping. That the sun has wakened her.
Second girl, dances these things. At first she is afraid of him, then she forgets and dances with abandon.
And now give me back my crown.
You do not need a crown, pretty one.
I am afraid of you.
Afraid of me? What have I done?
I do not know.
Don't be afraid.
I am afraid.
I shall be a kind master to you.
Master?
A kind master.
You are my slave.
I shall never be your slave again.
And if she were right, if it is true.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
You must call me master.
No, that I will not do.
Life, leering at her.
Call me master. Then I shall be kind to you.
No, I cannot.
Life, picks up his whip from the path, toying with the whip but laughing at her.
Then I shall be kind.
Master.
It has a good sound.
You will give me.
Greedy one, be grateful that I do not punish you.
You would not strike me.
If you do not obey.
Second girl, whispering.
You would not strike.
You must kneel.
Second girl, repeating.
Never kneel, little queen.
You must kneel to me.
No!
Life, raising the whip as if to strike.
On your knees, slave.
You You were kind. Life, you were kind. You said beautiful words to me.
Kneel.
You would be always kind. You said,
Will you obey?
I shall never.
Life curls his whip around her shoulder. Second girl screams.
Do not flog me. I will kneel.
Kneels.
So, in that way, I can win obedience.
Master!
It has a good sound.
Pity! Have pity!
Do not whine.
Kicks her. Second girl rises, staggering.
Spare me!
I shall beat you, for the cries of those who fear me are sweet in my ears.
Beats her.
Master!
Life, flinging aside whip.
But sweeter yet are stilled cries.
He seizes her. They struggle.
He is too strong. I can struggle no longer.
They struggle. Life chokes her to death and flings her body from him. Then, laughing horribly, he goes off the stage. First girl enters skipping merrily, singing.
Hi-ho in April, hi-ho, hi-ho. All the town in April is gay, is gay.
She plucks rose from bush.
Hi-ho in April, in merry, merry April, love came a-riding, and of a sunny day I met him on the way. Hi-ho in April, hi-ho, hi-ho.
Suddenly seeing the body, she breaks the song and stares without moving. Then she goes very slowly toward it, smooths down the dead girl's dress, and kneels beside the body. Whispers.
She was young. He was cruel.
Touches the body.
She also was a queen. She snatched his trinkets. See, there on her dead neck is his chain with the red fire caught in gold, and on her finger his ring. But he was too strong. Too strong.
She stands, trembles, cowering in terror.
Life has broken her. Life has broken them all. Some day. I am afraid.
Life enters, still the ugly tyrant. She remains cowering. His eyes rove slowly over the stage, but she sees him a second before he discovers her. She straightens up just in time to be her scornful self before his eyes light upon her. As she speaks, Life becomes the slave again. First girl carelessly flings rose down, without seeing that it has fallen upon the body.
Life, bring me a fresh rose.
The slave bows abjectly and goes to do her bidding. Curtain. End of The Slave with Two Faces, an Allegory, by Mary Carolyn Davies.